We like to say that iTrust marketing can help at any stage of your marketing process, whether you're a brand new business or an existing business, because marketing is always evolving as your business grows and changes. So, as you can tell right now, whether it's digital and web or print, we're there. And then we can also pay for ourselves with power partners by bringing you business or resources to help you with sales and new clients. Welcome to B2B Synergy, the Power Partners USA podcast, your exclusive guide to discovering the potential of B2B partnerships. I'm Debra Armijo, owner of Power Partners USA business-to-business introduction and referral service. Our members are B2B professionals who team up to provide each other repeat referral, business, or collaboration. Today's episode shines light on iTrust Marketing, which is the marketing company that Debra and I own. Today, we want to talk about the parts of iTrust marketing people may not fully realize we do. We also want to talk about the value and give insight into marketing aspects that you may not know or ever hear about. In addition, this is the second season and the 24th B2B Synergy Podcast episode. Debra, we've waited this long to talk about our own company on a podcast.
Yes, finally. We've done everybody else's podcast. We're finally working on our own.
It's also our 10th year business anniversary.
And
And
it's also our 10-year wedding anniversary.
yeah, so we've been at this together as a team for 10 years now. So happy anniversary.
Yes, happy anniversary. So, Alan, explain what iTrust Marketing does.
So iTrust Marketing is our marketing agency. We do websites, print design. Debra's a graphic designer. We do print collateral and the actual printing.
We also do visual branding across the board for marketing businesses. We also have Power Partners USA, which is a relationship marketing membership network.
Right. It is part of iTrust Marketing, but it stands on its own. So we're actually a member of Power Partners in iTrust Marketing. So we'll get into that a little bit more. But, the things that people who have known us for a long time, what are some of the things that they might not know about iTrust Marketing? I would say the first one is that it's not widely known that our websites are super easy to update and maintain. We have a system we call TechSite as a proprietary content management system. And all our clients don't need our help in updating and maintaining their website.
Yes, and I always keep that in mind when I'm designing it, understanding what they need and what they're going to be working on and what they're going to change. So it's easy for them, not tedious or technical.
I think our clients are very happy with the system that they're in. It's a content management system. It's a system we've used for years. It's very reliable, and it saves the client a lot of money because they don't have to rely on us to update and maintain the website, and they can do it themselves as needed. One of the examples of our websites is Rancho Los Alamitos is a recent client and a referral from a power partner, but it's a good example of how our websites are used by the client to manage a lot of content themselves without our help. And in their case, they get about 100 hits a day, which is a lot. So it's wide use. What about Chirp LA?
Well, that goes to a whole different level. That was a totally custom website where you did the project management with the specs, getting all the specs right for the programmers. And then in the meantime, I was also working with the design back and forth with them.
The difference there is that it had a custom database that required some outside programming help from some partners of ours. But, we can handle bigger projects like that. It was a very big project and it's always ongoing. They get like 1,000 hits a day.
Yeah. Yeah, at least.
Yeah, that's a lot. So, back to what people don't realize about us in terms of print. I think that print is underrated. They don't realize that we can handle many different types of print projects because of Deborah's expertise in print design and knowing about print setup. So we would be happy to do more print for our clients and let people know that we can manage a variety of print projects. So Deborah, like how would you explain what your role is in dealing with clients in their print projects?
Well, it's going back to understanding what their needs are, understanding their business and what they're going to use it for, whether it's a brochure, postcards, banners for trade shows, and carrying their visual branding across all these medias, all the different pieces, and also setting up the files right for the printer. And each printer is different, whether it's for large format, offset, And also, a lot of times, too, is the print material has to work to be put online, too, on their websites for downloading.
Right. And, in watching you work, I can see how you can visualize how, like, say, a logo is going to work because it has to go on something as small as a pen, but as big as a billboard, right?
Yes. So
How do
setting
you
that
approach
up,
that?
well, it always starts with the concept and understanding what they need, but I always know that the logo, the artwork has to work across a board, all medias, whether it's on digital, online, to on print material. So you have to set it up right and design it so it works in different sizes, and also set up the files right so they can use it on any platform.
Right. So what is your title? Creative director, right?
Yes.
So so clients are getting your creative skills. You went to school for this, Cal State Long Beach, graphic design. Hard to get into that graphic design school, right?
Yes, I went through their graphic design program, and you have to get accepted to continue for the upperclassmen classes. So yes, and they keep each year, they keep a small group of designers. It's maybe 20 students.
So, our clients get this expertise with the graphic design elements, this experience with graphic design. Things have changed over the years. And now we're in this AI age, Deborah, where people probably think that they can do it themselves when it comes to graphic design. But that's mostly just photo image that they're creating. That's not graphic design in the sense of applying it to the entire picture, the website or the print. There's more to it than just delivering a picture, because we want people to give us photos and graphics they want on their material. But how do you approach it or embrace the AI part of it?
Well, for example, we've had a client, you get their concept, their ideas down with AI for like a logo. And it's it's ideas, and it's feedback for me. It helps me out see what direction they're going. But I have to take that and do a really clean design that's you can understand, and again, making it work across all the boards. But also, like with photos, like we have a client that needs some photography. They need their logo on a large format on their trucks, but their trucks are on the road, so they're not going to photograph their trucks. So we're working with that, to help refresh and update their website.
And I think the whole AI graphic imagery stuff is still new. I'm still kind of learning about like copyright issues. I'm not, sure what is usable in a AI generated image for commercial use, but these things are still to be determined. But it's definitely a useful tool to help clients get kind of on track, because clients don't always know what they want in terms of the images. We have to help them with that, right?
Yes, and you can't just grab images off the website or off the internet, and you have to be careful what gets created off the internet with images as in content too. So it's you have to understand what you're getting, what it's creating, what's usable, what's copyright. It can lead to some issues if it comes down the road that an artist finds out that you're using their artwork.
Right. But it's my understanding that it's not artist work. Maybe it is. They could be taking it from artists' websites and stuff like that. So it's still,
If
a
it's on
gray
the
area.
if it's on the internet, it's getting used. So
Yeah. A truck is a
if it's an
truck.
architectural drawing, and somebody needs a building and it needs to be changed. So it's not that building that
Yeah.
a designer, designed.
So we're watching out for our clients in that regard at the same time of embracing the technology and using it where it helps us and the client. So we're the fact that it's all part of print is good. So just to reiterate that iTrust Marketing not only does with Debra's expertise the design of print collateral, but the actual printing. So that includes delivering business cards, brochures, flyers. What else? Large format.
Postcard, just large format, meaning things that you see like signs, trade shows, banners, posters.
And that seems to be coming back, right?
Well, I can honestly say anything to do with trade shows never left.
Okay, good. All right. So, as a reminder, Power Partners is a B2B introduction service. We introduce business professionals to each other who can provide each other repeat leads and referrals or do business collaboration. We are targeting this podcast to our Power Partners to bring us more repeat referral business, Debra. Like, who are our Power Partners and what can we tell them to keep us top of mind for referrals?
Well, some of our power partners in our network are like photographers, videographers, even other printers, copywriters, PR. I always say my power partners are partners that have the same type of client or clients that I have, but don't do exactly what I do. So yes.
Because we don't do any photography, we don't do videography, and we have members who do. So, in terms of websites, like who are good? What are good triggers for people to know to refer us for a website?
A lot of times it's if they know someone that's starting a new business or a division or they need to revamp it or their webmaster disappeared. So they need help. So there's a lot
Or
of
a
triggers for them.
refresh?
Yeah, refresh.
We're working on a variety of those projects that come up when people lose their webmaster or have a falling out with them, maybe. We convert websites too. So you might have an existing website. We can bring it over to our system and give you all the benefits of our system, but give you an updated design, right?
Yes.
And once again, the ability to update and maintain their own website where in the past they've struggled with that, converting to our system will bring them into that ability.
Well, and also the same goes with print material. We've had clients or somebody that didn't have the files for something to get printed, so I recreated the file and updated it at the same time. It wasn't a full-on redesign, but I did clean it up, and then they had the brochure or business card to get printed and helped them out with the printing too. So one of the things that people don't know is Alan's project management with dealing with different projects. You want to explain a little bit of that, Alan?
Yeah, this is actually a fun part of my job because I deal with the different clients and client types and personalities. And, the goal is to get the project started and finished on time, under budget. And I found that I really enjoy and am fairly good at the project management part of it in the sense that I start with the strategy or the specifications that the client might have. And it starts with a proposal so that we're outlining what the specs are, the time it's going to take us to do, and we put a cost on that and try to stick with that cost based on the timesheet that we're estimating. And we've been fairly successful at keeping to our estimates and our proposals. And I think that leads to a successful outcome because we know that Debra is going to do a good job of the design. We know that our systems are strong, but it's really kind of coming up with a good strategy, a good workflow to get the project done. So I think that's on the kind of the backside of why iTrust marketing has a lot of successful projects. It's not something that is advertised, but we want to let people know that it's part of the deal. It's part of the package. Anything else that we need to add, Debra?
Well, I would say, you're welcome and, thank you, and visit our website to see samples of our work. You'll get a great idea of what we do and what we've done. And you'll see all the variety of projects that we've worked on from all different industries.
Debra, I think we've accomplished what we set out to do and let people know what things that they might not know about iTrust marketing. It's been a good 10 years. Looking forward to the next 10.
Well, and we're still having fun.
Yeah, it is fun. It is good times.